You're standing in the back of a busy CAF, staring at a half-filled countertop fridge and wondering if you should splurge on a full-size display unit or keep juggling those cramped under-counter coolers. The fear of tossing money at something that looks good on paper but ends up hogging floor space or never keeping drinks at the right temperature is real. You've probably Googled best commercial beverage fridge a dozen times, watched a few YouTube unboxings, and still feel that knot of uncertainty. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. Let's break down whether the EUHOMY 9 Cu.Ft glass door merchandiser is the kind of purchase that actually solves those headaches, or if it's just another pretty box you'll regret later. First off, this isn't a home kitchen appliance. It's built for a setting where you need to showcase drinks, keep a steady temperature, and do it day after day without a hiccup. The 9 cubic foot interior gives you roughly the equivalent of 3 standard beverage cases, which translates to about 180 cans or 120 bottles depending on how you arrange the shelves. For a small bar that serves draft beer and bottled sodas, that's enough to keep the most popular items front and center without constantly restocking. In a CAF that sells bottled cold brew, kombucha, and a rotating selection of artisanal sodas, the adjustable shelves let you swap out tall bottles for short cans on the fly, so you can react to what's selling that week. One of the first things you'll notice when you open the door is the double-layer tempered glass. It's not just a glossy look, the 2 panes create an insulating barrier that reduces temperature loss when the door is opened. In a high-traffic environment, that means the compressor doesn't have to kick in as often, which translates to a quieter operation and a slightly lower electricity bill over time. The soft LED lighting inside is also worth mentioning. It's bright enough to make each product pop, yet it's gentle on the eyes, so your staff can spot a misplaced bottle without squinting, and customers can see the options clearly from the showroom floor. The cooling system uses what the manufacturer calls advanced direct cool technology. In plain terms, it's a single compressor setup that pulls cold air from the back and pushes it forward. For most beverage storage needs, that's perfectly adequate. The fridge reaches the set temperature within an hour, which is helpful if you need to restock after a big lunch rush. However, direct cool units can develop a thin layer of frost on the back wall over time, especially if the ambient kitchen temperature fluctuates a lot. You'll need to schedule a quick defrost every few weeks, nothing dramatic, but it's an extra step that a fully frost-free unit would handle automatically. Now, let's talk about the intelligent temperature control. The digital panel lets you set the interior between 33°F and 50°F with a 1-degree increment. That level of precision is handy if you serve a mix of beers that need a cooler environment and bottled juices that taste better a touch warmer. In practice, I've seen CAFs set it at 38°F for most of the day and then bump it up to 42°F during the late afternoon tea rush, where the higher temperature helps keep the carbonation from getting overly sharp. The display also has a built-in alarm that flashes if the temperature drifts out of range, something you'll appreciate when you're short-staffed and can't constantly monitor the unit. Who should definitely consider this fridge? If you run a bar, coffee shop, or small restaurant that wants a sleek, glass door showcase for bottled and canned drinks, the EUHOMY hits the sweet spot. It's especially useful when you need to keep a visual inventory front and center. Think of a craft beer bar that rotates tap-off bottles daily, or a juice bar that highlights seasonal flavors. The adjustable shelves give you flexibility, so you can accommodate everything from tall soda bottles to short energy drinks without buying a separate rack. The black exterior blends well with modern commercial decor, and the tempered glass gives a professional look that can even double as a point-of-sale display. On the flip side, there are clear scenarios where you'll want to pass. If you're a home user looking for a mini fridge for a dorm room, the 9 Cu.Ft footprint is overkill and the glass door can be a liability in tight spaces. The unit also doesn't have a built-in freezer compartment, so if you need frozen desserts or ice cream on hand, you'll need a separate freezer. For ultra-quiet environments like a boutique hotel lobby where even a faint hum can be distracting, the direct cool compressor can be a bit louder than a variable speed commercial unit. Finally, if you're operating in a climate that stays above 90°F most of the day, the single compressor system may run continuously, nudging up your electric bill more than a dual compressor, high-efficiency model would. From a value perspective, the EUHOMY's price point sits comfortably in the mid-range for commercial glass door merchandisers. You're paying for the double-layer glass, the LED lighting, and the digital temperature control features that many lower-priced units skim.